Alright, so this is a Let's Play of Metroid Fusion. Let's get in it.
Let's go.
So I'm gonna do any percent, so I'm not gonna go and collect everything, but I'm gonna see how fast.
I mean, if you know where it is, I think you should get it.
Well,
not many people have the luxury of knowing where every fucking thing in this game is.
there are a couple things that are little...
Is it like at before you...
So in this game, it's a little less linear than... or actually, it's more linear than...
Fusion? Or
than
Super
Metroid. So there's a point in the game where Adam gives you your last mission, and once you've accepted that,
you can't go back.
You can't backtrack. So there's a portion where right before that you have to figure out how to backtrack to all 6 locations in the BSL, and then you can collect them that way. But if you miss anything and you accept the mission, you can't 100% that.
That fucking sucks. But
see, and the problem is it's kind of lengthy and kind of out of the way. But
well, yeah, because I tried to 100% it on my 3rd game, and I think it was like after I beat Ridley and shit. Like, I couldn't fucking find my way out of that sector without going to the navigation room, and once you go in there, you're locked.
Yeah, and I
Can't
mean,
fucking leave.
There's a lot of stuff that's like out of the way. Like in Sector 2, I think there's like a false wall in the room where you unlock the level 2 locks, and there's 2 power-ups in there. I think there's a health tank and a power bomb upgrade in there, and it's literally like the most annoying room in this game. It's a bunch of false blocks, so you have to use the screw attack to get over all of them, and if you so much as touch one, you fall right through and you just have to do it again, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, I saw a couple of fucking frustrating ass rooms in there.
Luckily, there isn't anything like the secret message. There's a secret message that you have to do a lot of shine sparking to get, and unfortunately, I'm not that good at shine sparking yet. I'm decent enough to get 100%, but there's this portion where you're in the underwater area, like later on in the game, and you literally have like inches of room to shine spark, and you have to do it like 12 or 13 times in succession.
Fuck all that.
And it's
shit.
just, I mean, it's a cool secret message, but it's one of those
You know
things.
how many times I can shine spark? 1 fucking time. Fuck that.
There's one portion where you have to get I think it's a health tank, where you go in this room and you have to zigzag probably 5 times. It's fun though. Once you get used to it, it's fun.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not used to that, but used enough to the game.
So for anyone who's...
So what is that shit on Samus's...
I was just about to say that. So for anyone that's watching and isn't too familiar with Metroid, chronologically this is the last Metroid so far. That's if Nintendo decides to make another one, which doesn't really seem...
They're fucking out.
Exactly.
Sorry, Nintendo.
In this one, pretty much Samus, I mean, if you've been paying attention to the dialogue, Samus gets affected by something called an X-Parasite, and they give her pretty much a genome of the Metroid you save in Metroid 2. And I guess that cures her, but it also, you know, like every Metroid game, takes all your powers away. And then along the game, you'll see the X are pretty much used for ammo and health, and you can also get new abilities from boss characters and the like.
We're just gonna have to find out on that. I think it's funny like how different she looks in this game compared to the other ones.
Yeah, and a lot of people I've noticed like don't point out the fact that her suit in this one is almost like alive. If you look at it, if I just stand here, if you look at the suit, it's always continually moving.
Yeah.
It kind of has a life to it. But I mean, this, in my opinion, is my favorite Metroid. I'm not gonna lie, Super Metroid is definitely an awesome game, but I was too young to kind of play it when it first came out. So
yeah.
I believe this was my first Metroid game. If it wasn't this, it was probably Metroid 2 on the Game Boy Color.
What?
Yeah.
That game... I didn't even know that existed until a little while ago.
It's an alright game. The problem is, the limitations on the Game Boy Color. There wasn't that great of music. The gameplay elements weren't necessarily, refined at that point. This game, I feel like, has the best movement. There are things that are in Super Metroid that I find better. But there are things... Yeah, wall jumping, most definitely. I love how you can continually wall jump on one wall.
Yeah.
They got rid of it in this game because I guess it was too cheap or something. I don't know.
Well, you could skip hella shit. Just
sequence breaking, yeah.
Yeah, just think if you could do that in this game.
Oh, if only. But I feel like the movement's a little more fluid.
It looks fucking amazing.
So the field team were infected, and now everyone's screwed. So I'm stuck on a research facility in the middle of space, and there's DNA killing parasites,
Right.
and it's just me and some artificial intelligence. So yeah, I totally feel safe. Kind of reminds me of Alien. You're just in the middle of space with some creatures that want to fucking destroy you.
All that shit.
Yeah.
I want no part of that.
I'm kind of comfortable in my living room. I'll stay out of space as long as I can.
Yeah.
But Samus can beat some ass, so I think we'll be fine. Oh, my objective's clear. Let's do this.
First real mission.
Alright, now that all the BS aside, we can start killing stuff. Alright, I'm trying to bullshit. Yeah. And saving would probably be a good idea, but we'll save that for later.
Maybe we should say, at the end of every episode, that should be, the last thing.
Okay.
We're gonna be about 10 to 12 minutes long.
So we're about
I'll be
8 minutes.
I'll be keeping an eye on time for you.
Alright, I think...
I'll put this up whenever it's time to wrap it up.
Alright, and I think we'll be able to get to the first save room before the 12-minute mark.
I think you should be able to be back.
So, to anyone who's watching, I'm AlphaBlue92. My buddy here is DuBbZzGaming.
Yes, sir.
If you guys have any comments, questions, don't be afraid to comment.
Explanation, shit talking, I don't give a fuck. Just say what the fuck you want to. There are 2 people there.
Alright, so we're going to use this rocket to do a little more damage in the area. Power just turned out. Which is kind of weird because this computer's still working and it's still talking to me, yet the power is out.
Generator, probably.
Yeah, probably backup generator. Imagine if you could just
live in cyberspace.
Okay, so the funny thing is, this might be a little spoiler, but this game came out in 2002, so anyone that gets a little mad about the spoiler can just be quiet.
Spoiler alert.
There's a room right up there, that way, where you pretty much self-destruct this station. It'd be pretty interesting if you could just blow it up right now and just, have a 5-minute game. And, I mean, Samus is badass enough to do that, but where would the fun be?
Yeah. Really be a story at that point.
Alright, so here's where we start getting some items. First missile tank.
You know I miss that one every time.
Really? Did you miss
It's
this
in
one?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's in plain sight. Ain't it, when you first get on?
Well, you know, you don't always really suspect things to be
That obvious.
just right in front of your eyes like this early on in the game, but, you know, sometimes it happens.
Alright.
Alright, guys.
Wrap it up for the first episode. We'll see you guys in a few days. Take it easy.